Okay guys, so tight calves, something that comes up a lot, and we probably come across it quite a lot more in the winter. So, you know, your calves, what you got to think is if your calves are tight and it's restricting you from, it might be mobility and movement of things like squats, or it might be the running sort of aspect, or just generally tight. If you're sitting in an office chair all day, or if you're quite sedentary, obviously your muscles are going to tighten if you're training as well. So I'm just going to show you just very quickly a few things you can do. Try and think though that your calves are a muscle that you're continuously using daily as you're walking, okay? So you need to make sure that you're attacking them from each and every angle. But here's just literally 4 pieces of equipment that I'm going to show you of what we're going to do. Okay, so first of all, using a ball. So you want to take your shoe off and use the ball at the bottom of the foot. Now you're going to hit like the center part of your foot. Okay, so you're going to go forward and backwards, making sure that you're working into the muscle nice and deep. And then you're going to go left and right and forward, and as you're doing it, moving forward and backwards. And then you're going to go round in circles. So again, you want to spend like a good minute and a half per foot, so you can really try and take the tension. And what this is doing is going to take the tension off, coming onto the Achilles tendon sort of area, which is obviously going to help you within that, taking the tension off the calf. You're next then going to move on to, now rollers, you've got different types of rollers. You've got a grid roller and then a rumble roller. The rumble roller is a lot more tough and knobbly. Okay, so obviously you want to work up to a rumble roller eventually. But for this part now, we're literally just going to work on the soleus, so the lower part, below the actual chunk of the calf, if you like. So you're going to cross over and you're just going to tilt left and right, working just around that soleus area. So working, like I say, just on that lower part to start with, so we're breaking down the different parts of the calf. Okay, and then after that we're going to use a hand roller, which is basically like a rolling pin effect, if you like. You're going to put your heel into the floor, relax so your calf is nice and relaxed, and then you're just going to work into it, working all the way around. Now, if you haven't got this, you literally can use a rolling pin. I mean, you can use a roller. It's not that you have to use one of these, but it's just a really good bit of equipment to use to be able to get really like fine detail of where you're going with the rolling. So you're going to roll all the way through there, and then you're going to come onto the rumble roller, and you're going to do the whole calf then. Like I say, this is a lot more direct, this is, because of the hard knobbles. You can obviously use your foot on the floor to take the pressure off. You're going to work all the way up and trying to find any areas that are extra tight. Okay, then one that's a really good stretch to do as well, in like a sort of like a half squat position. You're going to dig your heel into the floor and you're going to try and push your knee as far forward as you can. Now you're not aiming to get the heel off the floor, but you're just aiming to push as far as you can, so you're really getting that deep stretch and you're just leaning into that one leg. So you get that full stretch along the whole calf. Okay guys, so that's, you know, very simple things to do. Try and think about before you run, before you exercise, before you train, whatever it may be that you're doing. Try and do this pre and post, and then obviously by doing that at the start and at the end of your session, it will start to help you really release the tissue and the tension around the area, and obviously it's going to help you with injuries, especially coming up to the winter.